This is the story of Meera, a mother who gave everything, and her daughter Ananya, who forgot until it was almost too late. It was a small town wrapped in golden sunset. Inside a little clay house, Meera sat by the window. Her hands rough, her sari faded, but her heart still young with hope. Her husband had passed away when Ananya was only 3. Since that day, Meera's world had only one purpose: to give her daughter a life she never had. She worked in houses, washed clothes, stitched blouses, sold flowers. Every coin she earned carried one dream: her daughter's education. Each night, after finishing her work, she would sit under the dim lamp, look at her sleeping child, and whisper, "One day, my daughter will rise above this life. One day, she will shine." That promise became her prayer. Ananya grew up. When others mocked their poverty, Meera smiled. When they pitied her, she folded her hands and said, "I'm not poor, I have my daughter." Every morning at 4 a.m., she walked miles to the temple, not just to pray, but to collect flowers she could sell later. By afternoon, she stitched clothes. By night, she cooked for Ananya and helped her study. Sleep was a luxury, but love gave her energy. And when Ananya got her scholarship to study architecture in the city, Meera's eyes filled with tears. She waved goodbye, not knowing that her little girl would soon forget what that word cost her mother. The city was bright, fast, loud. Ananya loved it. New friends, fancy clothes, modern dreams. At first, she called her mother every night, but slowly the calls became weekly, then monthly. Whenever Meera called during work, Ananya would say, "Amma, I will call you later, okay?" And later never came. Meera kept her old phone beside her pillow, waiting. Every night, before closing her eyes, she whispered, "God, keep her safe. I don't need anything else." The love of a mother never demands, it just waits. Years passed. Meera grew weaker. Her eyes strained from long hours of stitching. Her knees ached. When the doctor said, "You need rest," she simply smiled and said, "Rest? My daughter's dreams are still running." She skipped meals so she could send Ananya a little extra money. Even when her hands trembled, she continued to stitch. No one saw her pain because her pride was her daughter. When Ananya finally graduated, she got a big job offer abroad. She wanted to tell her mother, but when she called, no one answered. She tried again, still nothing. Her heart pounded. She booked a bus that same night. When she reached home, the lights were off. The flower basket lay by the door, untouched. Inside, Meera sat on the floor, her head leaning on the wall. "Amma!" Ananya cried, rushing to her. Meera opened her eyes slowly and smiled. "Ananya, you came." Tears ran down Ananya's face. Why didn't you tell me you were sick? Meera held her hand weakly. Because you were busy building your life. My pain shouldn't stop your dreams. And in that moment, Ananya's world broke. That night, she sat beside her mother and cried. She looked at the walls, the old sewing machine, the tiny bird, everything built from her mother's sacrifice. She realized she wasn't the architect of her success, her mother was. Amma, she whispered, you are my home. You built my life brick by brick. Ananya stayed. She refused the job abroad. Instead, she built a community housing project for single mothers. She called it the Meera Foundation. When Meera saw the first house being completed, her eyes glistened with pride. Each house had a small garden, a symbol of hope where dreams could bloom again. Meera placed a flower in her daughter's hair and said, now I can rest, my work is done. Today, in that little town stands a statue, a woman holding a flower basket, smiling. Below it are these words for every mother who gave up her dreams so her daughter could live hers. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe.